Yeah, all this shit started when my nephew Brian got out of jail. What was he doing? Oh, selling heroin, robbing people, setting people up to lose their life so he could gain off the money and not get caught. That's what he was doing. Same shit that's going on with my kids. Yeah. And excuse me for thinking that there was actually some smart people out there. Holy hell. Yeah, when I was going through getting attacked by these people verbally when all they're doing is listening to a female that has no proof of anything that they're saying. The reason why they have no proof is because it didn't happen. The mental injury that I got in trouble for was the mental injury Jasmine's mother caused. Yes, when she was trying to sell her to that fucking drug dealer. I even argued with the master. It's all on public record. You'd have to buy the court recording for that because these people type whatever the hell they want. They don't care what was actually said. You would have to see a video or hear the audio of it. And they do have that. They have audio recording. And yes, you can even hear her Aunt Rocky tell me to calm down. You've got her. Rocky, if you're so worried about this child, how come you haven't noticed that this master is trying to keep Jasmine with the fucking drug dealer? Trying to say that this bitch Sam has more of a bond with my child than I do. Even though Jasmine is completely bond to her dad. Even with her mother taking her. Broke her leg. Yeah. I mean, even the doctor report about that incident is fucking fishy. Took a tumble in the living room. That's all it says. You know how many times I've taken a tumble worse than that at 1, 2, 3 years old? Right. Spiral fracture. Yeah. From twisting the leg. An end table and a couch, not heavy enough to do that. That's Jen's story. Oh, she got it caught in between the end table and a couch. How? She can't answer that. She'll start a fight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the same bitch that went around telling people that I was so aggressive that we did something that we did not do. Because, see, I don't even like talking about sexual things like that, but I'd never even thought about that. Because I just don't think like that. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I can picture it and all that. You know, how everything went down. But I don't, there's no fucking, you got stitches in a sensitive area, did you? There's going to be a medical report about that. And how come cops weren't sent to my house? Right. So quick with calling a cop over bullshit, but you're not going to call the cops over something you can actually prove? If it ever actually happened? Where is the medical reports? This whole bullshit about the video they did, oh, well, he followed us around, that's why we left to Texas. No, it's not. I beat you twice in court. The only way you could win is by lying and doing what you did. Making these women believe that I'm going to hurt my daughter. You made Charlie believe the same thing. I was strict on all my kids. I had to be. When they did something wrong, yes. I let them know you don't play with dad. They will be spoken to the way they should. Excuse me? You know better. Yep. I mean, the only thing Charlie ever witnessed when he came over to my house, I had Jasmine on my shoulders. I brought her out to see him. He could have came in, but they wouldn't do that. Just like Mr. Anderson. Sorry for switching. I'm just bringing up another point. He stopped by and dropped off a Christmas gift, knowing that Jazzy was with Jen. That was after Jen pulled her shit. And I told him, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he said, I don't know either, but she shouldn't be with her. I said, I know. He's like, all right. I said, well, you can come in and hang out. I had no problem with any of her other family members except for Jen and the one aunt that she would lie to. That's it. And imagine that. That's the one that tried to threaten me at Jen's grandmother's funeral. You hurt her, I'll cut you up into little pieces and they'll never find you. Oh, yeah? Try it. Guess what, bitch? I'm still here. Yeah, when she left here, she went to my Aunt Lisa's and was messing with my cousin Chris and my sister's ex-boyfriend, Mark. How he ended up there, I don't know. This dude was supposed to be in Baltimore, but whatever. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's what other people do, and I just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then people will, well, didn't you know? Fuck no. Well, how did you not? Because I don't stick my nose in shit. I don't care what the fuck they do, as long as it ain't hurting my family, my kids, or anybody else. I don't care. I don't pay attention to it. I mean, I'm working. I'm doing everything a fucking stay-at-home parent does, and a person that works 3 full-time jobs. Everybody around us fucking seen it. My fucking cousin Burns here, she drops the kids off. Talon's got 2 black eyes. I tell him, I'll be right back, because I'm going out to fucking say something to this girl. What does she do? Our little 2-year-old at the time, he was about 2 or 3, she just lets run wild. Because she knows I'm going to get him. And that's her ploy to get out of the driveway. So I can't say nothing to her about my son having a broken nose. Then when I call the cops, all they're worried about and saying is, "Are you sure you didn't do it?" I said, "I've got a witness. My own cousin. Somebody I've had his back forever. Gave him a place to live. Yeah. Knows the details. Motherfucker act like he had amnesia." I'm like, what? That's what I mean. I'm always by myself. If I don't walk around with a GoPro, and that doesn't even work, because half the time they don't even care what's on that. That's what I'm talking about. This world is fucked up. Men and children are getting the worst of it. It's all the elites. They're just playing games. They want the women mainly free and all the men locked up or dead. Why? Because they gonna have a party and there ain't nothing these women can do about it. That's what they're planning. They're perverts, man. These are the people selling children and women. Yeah. It's all connected. Yes, it is. Worst part is nobody gives a fuck that these kids are scared out of their minds. That they knew this was going to happen. Nobody wants to pay attention to that. Why is that? Because they don't want to believe that a mother would be that cold. That's your problem? That's your fucking problem? Not wanting your brain to accept the fact of what somebody did? Even though you got the kids that died telling you to your fucking face, "I'm scared. She's gonna hurt us." You heard the story of the kids. Well, she thought you had she thought you had her phone. I grabbed it to take the SIM card out and give it to her like she asked. That was when she was leaving. Yes, phone stays with me. You can have the SIM card. She wanted the SIM card because she put video on there of me yelling at my son after he tried to murder his brother and sister. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. They know that this story can go off onto multiple angles. Why? Because they set it up that way. And these fucking cops, dude. My daughter asked for me. And what'd you all say? Because of her mother running her mouth. There was no facts to anything she was saying. There was no proof because it never fucking happened. But you dumb fucking cops see a blonde with her face in her hands, and all of a sudden she's telling the truth. What? Does that work when they're trying to get out of a ticket? No. Oh, with some of you perverts it does. Like Smith. Yeah, I watched what that sheriff did. And my fiance fucking loved it. Yeah, I got arrested for something that I already took care of. Yeah, imagine that. They can just pull up warrants that are dead. And then be like, oops, our bad. Guess the system didn't kick it out. You lying motherfuckers. Even though I have all the receipts to show. And I have no failures to appears. But guess what they come back as? Failure to appears. That means somebody's fucking with it. Because I showed up to them. I paid my $140 fine. Yeah, all those 4 things that I got in trouble for. Suspended registration for not taking it to admissions. Boy. And if I say the truth behind that, how that happened, nobody believes me. I'm working 120 hours, okay? Does anybody understand how much work that is? It's 20 hours a day for 6 days. That's one problem. I'm in an apartment that I have given this girl money and keys and a vehicle to go set up a post office box because we were not allowed to accept mail at the apartment we were at. He wanted us to have a P.O. box. Before I was able to do that, he would bring any mail that did get sent there by accident to her. She cussed him out, all because he politely asked her to remind me about getting the P.O. box. Mind you, this is a very sweet 93-year-old man. Very sweet, very nice man. So I know he wasn't rude to her at all. And she knew that it would get us in trouble there. See where I'm going with this? There was nothing going on other than the fact I was working. She was running around getting a tax return from a job that she had worked years before. Well, about the year before. She was working at Martin's when she had met me. She had ended up working there a total of a year, but we weren't together for that whole year she worked there. We were only together for maybe a month or 2. She ended up having a lung collapse, which didn't tell me anything about. I had to fucking find out after I went to work the next day. I'm getting a call. Oh, Tiff's in the hospital. Her lung collapsed. What? Come to find out, it's from doing fucking drugs. And huffing. Yeah. I started finding out all this. I'm like, yo, me and you, we can't do this if that's what you're going to be doing. Oh, you don't even want to hear the story of me going up to see her. Oh, I was treated like shit. And she's over there getting some other dude that's in the hospital with her number. Right in front of me. Like I'm not even there. Yeah, we broke up over that. That's what I'm saying. Fucking weird.